Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. In this video, it will be probably a rather quick one going through my AFL fantasy team reveal for round 16. As we enter the last of the bye rounds, I'm just quickly actually going to check what I was ranked. At round 11, I was ranked at 12,500. And now entering in the last bye round, as we enter into the last bye round, I'm about 1,000 spots up. And hopefully, if I have another good round this round, break back into the top 10K for the first time in like forever. It feels like round maybe 8 or so, 7. Let's actually check. It was round 5 was the last time I was as high as I am at the moment. Round 5, basically 10 rounds ago, almost 2 months, well, 2.5 months ago almost, that I was as high as I am at the moment. That is what, 11 weeks ago. So yeah, I'm hopeful that I can get into the top 10K because this team, I mean, the only bad side about this is that I'm basically playing a team that's got, what have I got? Just looking at it quickly. I think I've only got 18 guys actually playing this week just because of the Carroll news. And maybe for that reason, I should get rid of Cooper Lord. Keep Cooper Lord, and get rid of someone else. But at the same time, I'm like, I should just get rid of the guys that I have at the moment and make that move, because 18 players for 1 week having potentially losing like 30-40 points will be better in the long run, just because it gets me the guys that I want, the 3 big players I feel like, and that'll be that. But anyway, let's jump into this video here. So as you can see with this, you can see here's a guy that's not going to play, and this is all the reason why it's a little bit iffy is because Carroll didn't get selected, because Voss decided, you know what, we should drop our bottom 6 players again and replace them with rookies, expecting different results. Yeah, makes sense, doesn't it? That you drop, because dropping Carroll, who's had 2 really decent games actually when you look at it you actually look at the sort of let's actually go to DFS for this. If you actually look at the games that he's actually had decent games as Carroll. So for Voss to drop him makes little sense, but Voss is clinging to basically a coaching job. Let's just do this and show you that his last 2 games, 8.3, 8.2, clearly the best games of his career. And if you actually look at it, the last 3 full games that he's actually had the best 3 games of his career. So yeah, Voss, I don't know what you're doing. I mean, he does have this game in here actually in 8.1, but still these 2 are his best games of his career, and 3 of his best 4 have come in the last 4 weeks. So yeah, don't understand much from Voss there, because he was doing well. But it's Voss at the end of the day. Apparently 93% disposal efficiency isn't good enough for him. I know that there'll probably be people talking about it, etc., in a different way. But you just don't drop the youngsters, especially when it's season over for Carlton. Like, Sydney are coming hard. They're going to smash over Carlton. If we just look at the live ladder quickly here, you'll see Carlton are just ahead of Sydney. But in the end, it has those 2 actually next to each other. But we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I have a feeling that Carlton will finish behind Sydney as well, because they've got Collingwood next week. Collingwood will effectively end their season, I have a feeling. And and Sydney could be in front of them by that point anyway. Anyway, I digress. So, Rosie, Wanganeen, Malira. I just put Zorko here just to sort of have him here. I could obviously go and just put... And this is where you kind of have to pray that like a Tom Gross just ends up playing, because a Tom Gross playing would give me that 19th player, and I'd be like, oh yeah, sweet. And this is where like a Cooper Simpson missing out really does suck, because he could be, he could have easily played, and then suddenly it'd be like, oh yeah, I've got that 19th and 20th player, which would help massively. But obviously that isn't the case. So anyway, onto the trades. McAuliffe being out also doesn't help. I didn't expect him to get himself injured. That probably didn't help, and that's why I probably should have traded him out at his bye. But as I said in the round 14 team reveal, I didn't expect him to get injured in the basically on the Thursday of round 15. I think it was, and I didn't even know till like 5:30 or so that had actually happened, or 6 o'clock, sorry, that had actually happened. Basically when team news came out, it was like, oh yeah, he's injured. So that sucked, because he would also be sort of there. Obviously, if Cooper Lord hadn't been subbed out and had actually done well, he probably would be there. But I just can't say that he's going to score well. Yeah, is there going to be much difference trading him out compared to keeping him and trading out a rookie instead? Is there going to be much difference? There could potentially be. Like, I'm actually just thinking about it, because that's 201k. If he's 630k, is there sort of a 430k rookie that I can trade out? I could trade out Carroll. In saying that, I could actually trade out Carroll, but then again, I'd put McCarthy. Okay, I could trade out Carroll instead of Cooper Lord if Cooper Lord isn't sub, and then maybe cop like the cash loss there between those two. But maybe I'll do that if Lord isn't sub. I'll probably hold on to him for a week there, to be honest with you, and trade him next week, just because it gets me that 19th player and a little bit of insurance policy if one of my rookies potentially is named sub or something of that magnitude there. So yeah, if he isn't named sub, I probably will swap that, because that'll work out cash wise, because I have 201k in the bank. So yeah, that'll get me up to the 19th player, potentially 20th if Gross comes back, but we don't expect Gross to come back, to be honest with you. But as you can see, I wanted to get in McCarthy because, yep, he's just going well. Luke Jackson, I didn't really look at any of the other sort of guys this week, just because Luke Jackson seemed rather obvious, I would say. If we look at 3-round average for all the guys, it's basically all the rucks, even Brayshaw, etc. And there wasn't really anyone that I was looking at massively to trade in. I'm just looking at Holmes will still be up there around at about the 1.06 million next week after bye, or after the game after his bye, and at the end of round 17, so round 18. This time in round 18, he'll probably still be over $1 million. That'll suck. So yeah, Luke Jackson, I just think if he's taking solo opportunities, if Sean Darcy isn't coming back, then he will be a guy that's going to be pretty much F1 for the year. And then Bontempelli, I thought that game was sort of a warning shot against that Richmond game, because it felt like he could have done a lot more in that game. He was on something like 70 something at halftime. I want to say maybe even 80. And then he just slowed down and didn't do much. If I just look here quickly at Bontempelli, he went in the first quarter 29, second quarter 38. So he was on 67 at halftime, and then went 18 points and 35 points. If he had a better third quarter, in which he would have gone something around that 25-30, then that's potentially a 130 there that he could have easily gotten. So that's why I'm like, I need to get him in now. He's got Sydney, who probably won't tag him. They'll tag probably Ed Richards instead. And then he has also got North Melbourne, Adelaide, Brisbane, Essendon. I don't really see many tags going there as well. So I think he'll be good in the long run there. And then obviously trading out at the moment, McAuliffe, Lord, and Merritt. I wish I had gotten in Martin instead. That would have, one, saved me, I think, a little bit of cash. And two, it would have also, gotten me better scores in the end, as I think Martin has outscored him in every one of the 5 weeks, and probably an extra 150 points that would have been added on, which would have got me close to the marker of the top 10,000 or so in its own right. So yeah, that was a big mess up there, and it would have meant my forward line would be a little bit more stacked, and maybe I could have gone the Jackson and the Rock route as well, and that would have done a little bit better there as well. But anyway, I think that's where this video ends. At the moment, the team is rather strong when you start to put, if you put Caldwell in there, that's about it. Then next week, hopefully, if I put Bailey Smith in there, you get that. So the team is effectively this, I think, heading into the likes of the outside of the buys, if we just do this here. So that's the team heading out of the buys. It would still have Angus Clark in here, but the good thing is that I can basically combine an Angus Clark and potentially someone I don't know exactly, but if I combine the Clark and the Johnson, I could get close to getting up into another premium, but it looks like I'll probably go Sheldrick and Clark to another premium, and then play a rookie like a Ralston here and then McCarthy there. And then my side will be not complete. Obviously, it's hard to get it complete at this stage because I've just missed out on a lot of the cash generators, because I've made some dumb mistakes. But I think that I'll get the team completed by the end of it if I can just get some more cash generation, which probably should have hunted cash generation over points the last couple weeks as well. But anyway, that is the video there. If you guys did enjoy that video, remember to like and subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you know when I upload, and I will see you guys in the next video, which will be maybe even an AFLW video. But I have to also record later today the tips for round 16 as well. So that'll be out, I think, potentially on the Friday. Could be the Thursday before teams are announced roughly. So yeah, that'll be the rough timing of it. We'll see how that goes as well. So I'll see you guys then. Bye, guys.